He's going to need to match him up offensively. Pretty good guy out there. The burner, Tyreek Hill.
Yeah, if you're going to match Clef, air to air, passing to passing, you're going to need the fastest player in the NFL. Might as well go get that Tyreek Hill on your squad.
Well, we've had 3 fantastic games here today. We got one more to go. Clef taking on Danny T. I've been pleasantly surprised at the quality of the action. No disrespect to anybody, but when you see those big favorite matchups, you expect to have 1 or 2 blowouts in them, but every game has been close and competitive down to the end.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We thought we were going to have, 3 kind of blowouts possibly with the big favorites, but all the games have been great. You see Clef as he takes this delay game. Clef rocking that DW3 tag up there. Clef with the son, Dwayne Wood III, due in March. Excited for Clef. He was very excited when we talked to him. He's got a lot to prove. Getting ready for that dad life, hashtag dad life. You might not have 10 hours to lock in on the game anymore, but you see Clef rocking that Carolina Panthers offensive playbook. He's known as one of the best bunch players in the world, and you see right away comes out gun bunch first play.
He said it's the weirdest combination. He's super excited and super nervous for his baby to be here as first play. Danny sends some heat. Clef takes the sack.
What a dial-up first play from Danny. And one way to counter gun bunch is that 1-4-6, especially if you keep 3 receivers in there. You can go to that 1-4-6 so you won't get the pancake blocking animations. And Danny dials up. That's a big sack to get on first down.
I've heard of Danny Dimes in New York. This is Danny Dials. He's dialing up the heat. 2nd and 18. Josh Allen with Gunslinger for CleffTheGod. Danny showing that double A gap. Allen drops back. This time only a 2-man rush from Danny. He'll take off with Allen. He'll slide down at the 28-yard line. When we asked him why Allen over Favre, he said it's that mobility. He likes what Allen gives him, the option to be a little more mobile.
Yeah, gives him that option. You see it on that play. Already a little chess match going on. So once Clef recognized that 1-4-6, he immediately subbed in a tight end. Right there, you see it, and then Danny does the same and goes to that nickel formation so he can't get pancaked.
Oh, nice throw right side. Great read from Clef. Chad Johnson catch for 15 yards and a first down.
Yeah, goes to that play, double post. We've seen it all day. Carolina bunch, the play double post. Best play in the game. Clef goes to it with a little motion slant, but he hits the C route on the backside. Nice dot.
First down for Clef. Let's see what he can do here on the second set of downs.
Got him.
He can take the shot. He's trying for Terry. Danny with great defense, but Terry says, I'm going to catch it anyway. You can't stop me down the field.
I said got him, and I was completely wrong. The defender caught up to it, made a great play on it, and just the luckiest play, one of the luckiest plays I've ever seen for Clef. I don't know how that wasn't picked. He caught it in double coverage. Terry McLaurin has just been a beast. Oh, my goodness. What an unfortunate play for Danny to start this game.
First and 10. Bush left side. Nothing but green grass, a shoestring tackle. I got to look this up. Terry McLaurin. Yeah, 6 foot. He's 6 feet tall. He looked like Mike Evans out there. What
was Terry McLaurin's 40 time as well? Because this guy is making plays like he's Calvin Johnson. He's making plays like he's Tyreek Hill. I mean, he's burning guys. He's spectacular catching over them. If you don't have Terry McLaurin on your roster, guys, you're doing something wrong.
At the combine, as Derrick Henry gets it, he ran a 4.35 40.
Pretty fast, though.
Yeah, he's pretty fast. As an Ohio State fan, yeah, he's fast.
I didn't know he was a burner like that. I knew he was obviously super talented, but I didn't know he was like 4.35 fast.
No, well, the problem was, it's not a problem. Bush won't pick up the first time, it's going to be 4th and short. The problem was he played with Parrish Campbell, and Parrish Campbell was a burner. So you compare him next to Campbell, who ran like a 4.29 40. It's like, he's not that fast. But McLaurin was definitely more the route runner, too. Parrish Campbell.
Yeah, I was expecting McLaurin to be like 4.5, 4.45, something like that.
He's fast. Allen, pressure brought, and he finds Todd Heat back of the end zone. CleffTheGod marches down the field with a little help from Scary Terry.
That is exactly why Clef is so good. How many times in the red zone have we seen fullback dive, power roll, fullback dive, power roll, but not Clef? This guy, he cooks up a laser, staying in that same formation, goal line, but he cooks up a nice little goal line dot, and he's able to convert for a touchdown on his first drive.
What a play. What a play. Now let's
7-0.
Let's get real adjusting, man.
Clef drives right down the field, puts 7 on the board.
On this side.
He's feeling confident. As now we can see Danny on offense for the first time. Sanders up to the 25. Look at this one more time, TD. How did Terry McLaurin come down with this catch?
Yeah, it's a cover 3 beater, and he had him, but just, I mean, look at this. If you're Clef, sometimes you need plays like that if you want to win a tournament, and he'll take it 7 days out of the week.
You saw even Clef. Like, listen, everyone knows that there's a little bit of luck involved when you play the game of Madden. Even Clef there. He was shocked that Terry came down with that one. It's a really nice defensive play by Danny.
It was. It really was. You know, it looked like he had a step. It was the cover 3 beater. He got the outside corner to bite down, but once he threw it, Danny just kind of, his defender got there, and we're going to see Danny on offense. Now, he's in the Carolina Panthers offensive playbook as well, so I expect to see Gun Bunch. You know, 24 years old, but he's in his first major. He only started competing in Madden 19, so he's still new to the scene, but he did feel very confident going into this matchup.
Clef's going to take a timeout, seeing what Danny came out in. Danny, not a lot of pressure is on him. One of our, I'd have to look at the full stats. One of the older competitors in the field, 24 years old. He's got McLaurin. Got Chad Johnson out there. He's got Cooley out there. Now 1st and 10, he'll drop back to pass with Allen out of the bunch. Simple little drag route. Chris Cooley gets 6.
This little dot right there, had the drag, had a slant, had a couple crossing routes. I like it. First play, get 5 yards, get that momentum going a little bit, and keep it moving.
2nd and 5. Now looks right side. Why not? Mesh concept. So hit him with a little juke move. Terry McLaurin picking up 16.
Great play call right there. He's got some great man-beating routes. You see Clef heavily in that double A-gap man-to-man defense. Danny, you know, had a tight end post. He had a motion drag. He's doing some great things right now to beat that man coverage.
First down at 10. This time he'll go to the ground game, trying to get Bush going. What's it like, 2D, going up against a guy like CleffTheGod, facing his defense? How tough is he to play against?
Yeah, he's super good. You know, I played Clef in the Madden 19 Classic. We were out in Dallas, Texas. Played him in the final 32 playoffs. We had a game down to the wire. I think he beat me by 4. Came down to his last drive. He threw a laser. I couldn't stop him. But he's really good on defense as well. He's very, you know, he does so many things. He adjusts so well. He's always thinking about the next play.
Woo! You hit him with a little pump fake action?
Yeah, that was kind of interesting. One-on-one. Who was that he threw it to? Was that Vernon Davis or McLaurin? But I don't know. That was kind of nice, but try to go with the aggressive catch. If he lobbed it, he might have had a chance at it. But yeah, Clef is always making adjustments on defense. He's phenomenal at that.
We need to talk to the NFL. There's 2 85s in the field. I'm getting confused. 3rd and 7. Allen stepping right. And he'll throw this one away. 4th down, and we'll go to the 2nd quarter of play. 7-0. CleffTheGod with the lead.
Great defense right there. Danny going back to that same type of mesh concept you pointed out. You know, post off from the tight end, backside drag. Nothing doing. Clef all over it. See if he can cook up something else. If you're Danny, might need to do something a little bit different here to catch Clef off guard.
Tyler, I've got something to point out to you, and this is interesting. I think it's the first time I've seen it.
No, let's go.
As he looks at the corner route, swatted away.
Cliff.
You looked out there. It was Vernon Davis, Terry McLaurin, Chad Johnson, and Chris Cooley. That Tyreek Hill with Mid-Italy was not on the field.
Oh, wow. That's actually really interesting. What? I'm confused then. What is he spending the cap on?
Well, I imagine it's because Clef went to 1-4-6 and he switched to the 2 tight end look.
But yeah, but wouldn't you... Yeah, I guess. I mean,
Would
maybe all three receivers have the ability, but to waste an AP on a receiver that you're not going to use does not make a lot of sense.
The chess match continues.
That was very interesting. Wow, you're good at this stuff, pointing out these things and finding facts on the internet. You're a guru over there.
2nd and 11. CleffTheGod looking to go up by 2 scores. A very successful first drive. Josh Allen, he's going to be looking for that crosser.
Hot.
And here's what I love watching CleffTheGod. Here's how I can tell a great play. The patience just to wait him to clear that safety it's unbelievable, because I think there are a lot of people that would have thrown that the second they see him open.
Exactly. I think a lot of inexperienced players would kind of just throw that right there when the safety's kind of coming on him. But Clef knows the game. I mean, Clef's putting in the hours. He knows how the game works. He knows, a couple more seconds here, 2 more seconds, I can wait, get him on the sidelines, and get a big dot down the field.
1st and 10 to the 26-yard line. And a nice defensive play from Danny, 2nd sack.
Yeah, you see Danny, he's like, I've had enough. I'm not going to give Clef all day in the pocket. He's too good. I'm going to bring some heat. Gets 2 guys free right there. Clef had no choice. Just take the sack, live to fight another play.
2nd down and 19. Danny needing to lock up on defense. An early deficit on Clef can be deadly. And he'll have to take a timeout. Clef already out of timeouts.
Yeah, you don't see that often. Using all 3 timeouts here in the first half, but he's in complete control of the game. It's not a bad decision. He didn't like what he saw. You see, I think Danny's going to start bringing heat a little more often here. Try to make Clef, force Clef into a mistake.
Here's Allen. On the left side. Another great read from Clef. Down inside the red zone, 3rd and 3.
Just seems like when you give Clef all day right there, Danny only rushed 2. It's too hard to stop Clef. He's just so good in the pocket. 5 for 5 so far. 3rd and 3. If you're Danny, you got to get off the field, hold him to 3 right here.
Allen. He'll take off.
Oh, man.
There's that mobility that Clef likes. Nice, a fist pump from the soon-to-be dead.
Great defense from Danny. Good user, but just better offense. Better pocket presence by Clef. Josh Allen. He waited for the user to bite on that drag route. He just stepped up, picked up his 3 yards, and he keeps it moving on this drive. Excellent offense. Clef has just looked unstoppable right now on offense. He's doing everything right.
Josh Allen. Uh-oh, in trouble. And Danny's been able to get 3 sacks already today. The biggest thing is Clef has not been fazed about being behind the change.
Not at all. Clef's super confident in his offense. If you're Danny, that's nice right there. Anytime you can get a sack when you're only rushing 2 guys and you get Dwight Freeney to fight for you and come through like that, that's an awesome feeling. I think Danny seems like he's had more success when he kind of brings the heat. So if he can get more of these sacks, he'll do a lot for Clef. Clef using this clock well as well right now. He has no timeouts left.
Now he's really behind the chains. Second and 22. Final game of the day. In the NFC South, we head north for the final 2 divisions starting next Tuesday. Allen stepping up. He'll just dump this off to Reggie Bush. Gets to the 11-yard line. Still some big names left to see. We'll see Joke in the AFC North. Bam Scheming in the NFC North. GD, I can't wait for these final 2 divisions. We're finally going to see what that 32 looks like.
Oh, man, I can't wait to see that field with the final 32. We've talked about how good that NFC East is, how good that AFC South is. Man, it's gonna be amazing to see who gets this belt.
I'm just mad we gotta wait a month to see it. We gotta wait through the holidays.
Let's go, man.
When in doubt,
Laser,
out route,
baby, one
touchdown
stop.
for Clef.
Get another
a
one,
beam
Clef.
to Reggie Bush. Clef's up by 2 scores.
Yeah, just another laser. He's only throwing 1 completion this whole game. Just an option route out of the backfield. Reggie Bush. If it's zone, he's going to sit down.
Man.
If it's man-to-man, he's going to
One
run
more
to the
to game
outside.
over. Oh, boy.
It was man-to-man. Reggie Bush cuts the outside. Clef puts it right on him. What a drive. What a touchdown.
$14-0. Also, the interesting part about watching Clef, TD, is unlike the Wesleys, the Kibbs of the world, as we take a look at this touchdown pass, these first 2 drives were very Clef drives.
Let's go, man.
He could definitely get the big one if he wants to, but he is comfortable, surgical down the field.
Oh, yeah, he's a surgeon out there. You know, Clef the God. We could call him Clef the Doctor, Clef the Surgeon, whatever you want, man. He's just so good on offense. He doesn't always look for those big plays. He's not impatient. He'll take what you give him, and he just lasers down the field.
As Danny on offense, he'll get Terry McLaurin for 9. That's been the offense so far. Little mesh concept, lots of drag routes. He's gonna need to find something down the field eventually.
Yeah, he does. A lot of drag routes. He needs that one big play really to get his momentum, to get him back in the game. He seems a little out of it right now. He needs that big play to really, get the momentum in his favor more.
2nd and a yard. Allen. In trouble. Throw this one away. Clef this time. Bringing some pressure.
Yeah, that's an absolute bag right there. Just nothing doing. I think he knows it's man-to-man coverage. He's just streaking McLaurin on the left side, hoping maybe he can burn him, but that route's kind of useless. He just has a drag and a post. He's going to need a little bit more to beat this man-to-man Clef defense.
Tackle. Let's go, man.
And Clef's run defense stands tall. Not going to pick up the easy yard. 4th and 1 for Danny. And he's got to bring the offense back out of the field knowing he needs points. In the bunch, McLaurin in motion. Allen stepping up, might have him. Oh, he overthrew him. He had a touchdown possibly.
Cheat him, man. Please cheat him, man. Cheat him.
Super unfortunate break for Danny. You can see it. He's disgusted by it. I think if he just would have lobbed that over the top, that might be a touchdown. He bullet passed it. Just a terrible break right there. And Nick, I hate to say it, but that second quarter, this could be the game already. That's a bad break for Danny.
And now Clef can smell blood in the water. He'll find Vern. Vern fumbled it. Gets it back to Danny. There goes prime time. Can he make something happen? Trying to make one man miss fully with the tackle. But Clef puts the pigskin on the ground. Danny staying alive.
When Madden giveth, Madden taketh, but Madden giveth this back. No, it's very difficult to say. But you see what happened to Danny. He got that unfortunate overthrow and then right back gets the fumble. He needed that. He's back in it. So, he kind of deserved it in a sense because he gave it away on that overthrow. He gets it back with the fumble.
Can you say that sentence one more time?
Definitely could not say that again. That was so
Your microphone is absolutely soaked right now. Madden Gibson, Donald Duck out here. He finds Johnson over the top. Ocho Cinco to the house. One play later, Danny has cut into this lead.
The momentum changer that Danny needed. A laser on the corner route. Cuts it up, goes for 7, and he's right back in the ball game. So see what always happens when you get a fumble. Next play, sometimes the big play happens for Danny, and he's right back in it. Great retaliation, great fight by young Danny.
Calm, cool, and collected. It's amazing, TD. That looked like the same route flipped to the other side that he overthrew on the drive before. As we take a look one more time at Josh Allen finding Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis usually sure-handed putting the pigskin on the ground.
Yeah, he get a little truck and then doing too much. Just an unfortunate break for Clef. No really other way to put it. Danny takes advantage. And then, 2 plays later, he throws a laser on the corner route. Puts himself right back in the game. Now, Clef, this is a weird spot because you have no timeouts. Only 44 seconds, but knowing Clef, I know he wants more points.
1st and 10. Bush over the middle. Left. No timeouts remaining. 9 of 9 passing the ball. Allen. Looking right side. He's got Bush again. No effort to get out of bounds. He'll get down to the 41-yard line. Let's see what this runoff looks like. It's down to 9 seconds, down to 8 seconds, and Clef will spike the ball.
Yeah, interesting here. He's out of field goal range. He still needs like 3 yards. You see him, he's like, oh, what do I do? This is a really tough spot for Clef right now because you have to get out of bounds. You got to look maybe a drag, a little out route. Oh, it's a tough spot, but any tackle in bounds, any sack, anything like that, and the half is over.
Allen rolling right.
Let's go.
He'll take
Smart.
off with Allen, gets out of bounds, and gets into field goal range. Heading play from Dwayne Wood.
That is brilliance. Brilliance by Clef. You know, he rolls out, playmaker up. If you're Danny, you wanted to click onto that guy maybe, but Clef sees it, gets out of bounds for the 4 yards, and gets a field goal off. Just phenomenal. Phenomenal game situation by Clef.
Kicks up, it is good. 17-7 at the half. Clef takes that 10-point lead. But Danny will get the ball to start the second half, TD. We know how important that is.
Oh, he's still alive. I mean, that laser he threw right there on the previous drive was huge to get him back in the ball game. And Clef goes down with some of the best game situation you'll see, able to get 3 and go up 2 possessions at half.
Halftime here in our final game of the day, and it is CleffTheGod taking care of business. A 17-7 lead with 10 minutes to go here in the Bucks Club Final. The winner of this game will take home a custom championship belt. We know how everyone loves the belts. They're looking for the big one in February. But the winner of this game will take home this sweet black leather, gold-plated Buccaneers custom championship belt.
Man, that's nice.
And a reminder that our champions are not the only ones who can be winners today. Make sure you go to bucks.rs/Madden to register for your chance to win a Mike Evans Core Elite card. Jump in there soon. Supplies are limited. Be sure to sign up for your chance to win the Mike Evans Core Elite card. There's CleffTheGod. TD locked in. Ready to go. He needs a stop. A stop here, TD, might be ball game.
Yeah, it might be, as we see Danny throwing it away here. But hold on, Nick. He's one of these guys are getting a belt for winning their club.
Yeah.
I'm jealous, man. That is a nice looking belt too. Wow.
Remember, Spoto got a belt too. He said he wouldn't wear it around. I'm like, come on, Spoto. You got to show it off.
Yeah, this is a big drive for Danny right here. Probably the drive of the game, the drive of his young Madden career. See if he can cook something up, get some points on the board.
Oh, come on. Come on. Come on.
17-7, 3rd and 10 for Danny. TD, Danny doesn't look like he's, I mean, you sometimes see those guys with that nerves. Danny doesn't seem nervous at all. He just needs to find something offensively downfield.
Yeah, he doesn't. He seems very locked in, and, you know, he's just been throwing underneath a lot. It's just a lot of drags. You see Clef, he loves these timeouts, huh? He used all 3 in the first half, already uses one here a minute in, or 12 seconds in, but, yeah, Danny's looked very calm, though. He just needs to get that big play. He had that kind of big play on the corner route. He needs another big play.
Allen outside the pocket.
He's short.
Nice
short.
throw.
Let's go.
It's going to be a 4th and short. Good throw from Danny. Unfortunate animation coming towards the line to gain.
This could be your ball game. Danny's got to come up clutch.
4th and short, Allen. When in doubt, corner route. Terry Mack to the 46-yard line.
That's a laser right there by Danny. Absolute laser. went with double post. Clef kind of played zone blitz right there. Danny, great recognition. Throws a nice dot to the sidelines on that C route.
Now Danny going to put the pressure on Clef. Allen, left side. Go back to the well. It's Chad Johnson to the 33-yard line. You see Clef. Little pensive thought there. How do I stop these corner routes?
Another laser right there. Clef went with heavy man-to-man coverage first half. Now he's going mainly zone. Danny's kind of dotting it. Went with that flood concept out of Z-spot to the corner route. And he gets to the sideline for a big play.
What can Danny do? Look underneath this time. Finds Ocho Cinco. And that is 85. TD, it was a lot of Terry Mack the first couple weeks of the clubs. It's been all 85 these last couple weeks.
Yeah, that Chad Johnson is a beast. I think he's the best receiver in Mutt right now. And a great drive right now by Danny. He's really cooking on offense.
Second down. Over the middle, diving catch. The new tight end, Chris Cooley, puts Danny inside the red zone.
Good dot right there. Went with that mesh concept again. Drag underneath, post behind it. Clef bites on the drag. Danny hits the post. Great patience and great dot.
Danny putting together a couple really nice drives. Pressure off the edge. Oh, baby.
Come on.
Like Las Vegas in July. Clef brought the heat.
Yeah, Clef been going coverage. Danny just expecting coverage. He didn't block anyone, and Clef dialed it up. Almost got home for the sack.
He's going to bring it again.
Let him throw it. Damn, let him throw it.
3rd and 10. You gotta love when you send the blitz and you tell your blitzers, could you not hit him though? I need him to throw that ball. Terry McLaurin motions over to the right side. Pressure once again. It's picked up this time. And because it's picked up, gives Danny time to find Ocho Cinco in the end zone. Touchdown for the underdog. We got a one-score ball game.
What a drive by Danny. I mean, he's the master of corner routes. These corner routes have been huge for his success here. And what a drive to start the second half. Get back in it, fight your way down the field, and now you're only down 3. Phenomenal drive by Danny on offense.
Question is, does he have a defense to stop CleffTheGod?
Yeah, that is the big question. Danny hanging around, man. I'm impressed with the fight he's shown. Every time Clef kind of goes down, does something, Danny's been fighting right back, especially these last 2 drives he's been on offense. Way to fight.
How different this game would look as we'll look at the touchdown one more time. Pressure picked up nicely and really nice short corner out to Chad Johnson. Can you imagine how different this game looks, TD, if Clef doesn't get that big ag down the field?
Yeah, completely different game. If that's a pick, which probably it should have been, you never know what's going to happen.
Now into the flat, Reggie Bush. Now 2nd and 1. Looks like he's going to go to the run game. Didn't know he knew how to run the ball, and, well, that play doesn't help. He'll lose 2. At times, interesting talking to Clef when he said that the Bucs club last year was his lowest point in Madden. I sort of would have figured it would have been, coming up 1 game short of a belt against knowing the challenge. But he said it was the Bucs club because it just means so much to him.
Yeah, exactly. Surprising he said that because, anytime you lose in a finals for all that money, that hurts. But you see here, losing that Bucs club championship really bothered him. He feels like this is his club. Of course, we know it's his team. And he doesn't want anyone else to even sniff a championship in the Bucs club.
This is my club. Huge Bucs fan as it is. Now on 1st and 10, he'll throw a little stretch play. A little awkward run there and nowhere to go. Danny with a big hit in the backfield.
Yeah, Danny with a few big hit sticks now these last couple plays. I'm impressed with his user skills. Hitting those user hit sticks. Clef trying to use this clock, but it's a little early. I know he wants to use some clock. He's going down to that single back wing stack. And if you're Danny, though, you got to get some type of stop. You haven't sniffed a stop. I think Clef's 11 for 11 or 12 for 12. You got to try to find something on defense.
This game way too close to be thinking about killing clock. Take an intentional grounding. 3rd and 23 now for Clef. Danny staying in this game, looking for the win.
That could be what Danny needed. You know, a throwaway that leads to an intentional grounding. 3rd and 23 here. Let's see what Clef has.
They'll find Bush underneath, but it's going to be no gain. Maybe a yard. 4th and 22. Danny's going to get the ball back with a drive to take the lead.
Wow, big defensive stand from Danny. That's what he needed. Holds Clef, gets that big throwaway intentional grounding, and he's going to get the ball back down 3.
Kick is away. He's going to give Danny a chance to return this one. Prime time. Past the 25. Oh, takes a big hit at the 20.
Oh, that's scary, Nick, because he did the spin move. His stamina drops anytime you do a special move, and then he takes a huge hit. He's lucky he didn't cough that up, but here you go, Danny. First MCS major, down 3 to one of the best players in the world. Can you cook up a money drive for the Guap?
Final play here of the 3rd quarter. Danny on the drive to take the lead here in the Bucks Club final. Good defense all around. Nobody open. He's got B open late. Didn't see him across the field. He'll throw this one out of bounds, and we will go to the 4th quarter. 17-14. CleffTheGod on top. A reminder, guys, the champions are not the only one who can be winners today. Make sure to go to bucks.rs/Madden to register for your chance to win a Mike Evans Core Elite card. Jump in there soon. Supplies are limited. Make sure to sign up for your chance to win the Mike Evans Core Elite card. 2nd and 10, hand off to Bush. He's got room. Oh, Danny boy, what do you have? To the 30, inside the 25, 20, to the 15, 10, 5, shock the world, Danny. He'll take the lead. The underdog looking to pull up the upset.
It's the day of the underdogs. Danny with some nasty stick work on just a basic power O up the middle, but he swerves inside, swerves back outside. That ending of that run was phenomenal stick work, and Danny takes the lead in one of the biggest potential upsets we've seen. Wow.
Still a lot of time left, but how about that play for Danny? The biggest thing that does, TD, that's got to just eat at Clef a little bit. I'm not dominating this game, now I'm losing. Just a little bit in the back of your mind.
Oh, yeah. Look, taking a look at this replay, just a basic power O, all that space. He goes up the middle, but you'll see here at the end with that little swerve, inside, outside, back, outside. Oh, makes the guys fall over. That is just phenomenal stick work by Danny.
You see Clef knows it's time to get down to business. Time to lock in. 1st and 10. Allen left side. Terry Mack, tough throw. Great read from Clef.
Yeah, Nick, but the thing is, 4.5 minutes to go here. If there's a short list of the Madden community of who you want on offense on a clutch drive, I mean, Clef is at the top of that short list. This guy is a gamer. This guy is a winner. So, I'd expect him to cook something up. I'm excited. These last 4 minutes. What a day it's been, Nick, and it's only getting better for these last 4 minutes.
Stretch run to Bush. Outside. Ty, you said it. When Clef was running from that single back wing tight earlier, thinking about killing the clock, you said, is this too early to be thinking about that? And just like that, he's down by 4.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't really make a big difference because the real difference was that throwaway, which got the intentional grounding. As you see here, Danny falling over, nice little fullback dive. And now you might think about using a little bit of clock if you're Clef, but I think the bottom line is you got to get 7. I mean, field goal is not going to do nothing. You already used the timeout. For Clef, even if, you want to use the clock and force Danny to not get the ball with much time, but just getting 7 is the priority.
Goes Allen on 1st and 10. Davis underneath. 15 of 15 officially. I'll call it 15 of 16. He had that intentional grounding. They'll call it a sack. Tried to throw it away. Either way, Clef's been absolutely perfect passing the ball.
Yeah, just exceptional. I mean, we could call it 15 for 17 because of that little spec catch he got in double coverage, but he got away with that. But yeah, he's just a surgeon on offense. Danny really, he had that stop last drive because of the intentional grounding, but besides that, he hasn't even sniffed a stop. I mean, Clef just playing phenomenal on offense. But if you're Danny, get him into the red zone here and hold him. You got to hold him in the red zone. We'll see what Clef can cook up as he gets closer.
Field goal does Clef no good. 1st and 10. Looking for the playmaker, looking for a route bounce. Nobody there. Good defense from Danny. Clef will take what he can. He'll pick up 3.
I thought he might have had that playmaker. Oh, that was close. It's too risky, though. You can't really throw that. Maybe could have low passed it. I thought he might have took the shot, but he didn't.
Clef. Looking for somebody to come open. Oh, it's an incomplete pass. I thought it might have been a fumble. Just got the ball off. 3rd and 7. Pressure rising on CleffTheGod.
His first official incompletion, and it almost was a dangerous one that could have been picked if you're Danny. Big 3rd and 7 for CleffTheGod.
Danny keeps sending 2. Looking left side. Nice route combo from Clef. Vernon Davis with a big catch down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Laser right there from Clef. A little slant post combo. Motion over that slant. We've seen it all day long. Right in that little zone area. And he gets to the 8. If you're Clef, you're in a great spot because you're working the clock. But this is where it's tough now. Red zone. We saw him get that some single back wing stack stuff earlier. He's going to go power row here.
Bush trying to get outside. Trying to get sticky. Great tackle from Danny. Prime time with the tackle.
Big time defense from Danny. And now here we go, Nick. If you're Clef, you have 3 plays because it's 4 down territory. It's 2nd and goal on like the 15, so 13, so it's difficult, but you have 3 plays here.
And he's going to hit the 2-minute warning. This one coming down to the wire. Ty, if you're in this situation, who's feeling better right now, Danny or Clef?
Oh, man. Can I say neither? I mean,
yes, you can.
This is scary for both guys right here because if you know Clef, he is clutch in these situations. I think Danny knows that. He told me he knows that Clef can come back, but if you're Danny, you're in the red zone, so it's a good spot.
2-man rush. Stepping up, sitting down. Danny playing defense. Remember, Clef is down a timeout as well. 3rd down and goal from about the 15-yard line.
We've seen it time and time again. Clef being clutch. Is he clutch again?
Can CleffTheGod show up? 3rd and goal. He's caught on his lineman. He'll slide down. It's going to come down to a 4th down play. Can Clef stave off the upset?
This is your ball game.
Can Danny shock the world without saying a word on camera? 4th and goal for CleffTheGod. He needs 14 yards. Allen dropping back. 3-man rush. Rolling right. He's going to have to throw it late. Oh, it's picked up. We're going the other way to the 1-yard line. Danny takes over.
Defense, defense, defense. Second half from Danny. Clef had the playmaker. I think he had the playmaker B, and he didn't throw it. He threw it to the covered rope, but playmaker come back in the middle. I think he might have had it. He didn't throw it, and Danny is potentially 1 first down away from one of the biggest upsets in the MCS, but he's in a tough spot on his own 1-yard line. If you're Clef, try to blow this up in the backfield.
Oh my God.
And Bush breaks it! Bush breaks it! The underdog lives today! Reggie Bush down the sidelines! Clef cannot believe it! But Danny has officially turned into Dan the Man! He will be your Buck Club champion!
Wow. And Clef walks away. I am in shock. I think the chat is in shock. The Madden community is in shock. Danny has pulled off one of the biggest upsets in MCS history to be the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Club Championship. Phenomenal performance.
The clubs are where names are made and legacies are started. And Danny has shocked the world 28-17 over CleffTheGod. TD, I'm speechless.
I think we're all speechless. And man, does it feel good if you are Danny. The emotions must be going through him right now. He didn't say much on camera, but man, that is a huge win. And I'm super happy for him. Congratulations. What a big win.
I don't know if you saw that there. It was a brief smile from Danny. It was just a little smirk. I still don't even know how to process this game, TD, because it just seemed like it was destined to go the other way. Clef seemed in control, but second half, Danny showed up, made some key stops, got a key touchdown, and overcame what could have been a backbreaking, that deep pass that Clef came down with. That's a play that a lot of people would have tilted over.
Yeah, definitely. He didn't show that at all. He looked calm throughout the game. You would never tell it was his first MCS tournament. He looked so experienced out there. And the thing to me is the way he played in the second half. I mean, he was down 10 at halftime, 17-7. He battled back. He got those 2 defensive stands in the second half, stood up for himself, and then he got the pick at the 1-yard line to ice it, and then the big run. Just incredible performance.
Let's bring him in, your new Tampa Bay Buccaneers club champion, Danny. Takes down CleffTheGod. Danny, congratulations, my friend. Introduce yourself to the world, my young friend. A big win over Clef. Tell me what your attitude was going in and what that second half was like.
Oh, just going into the game, I was really nervous. It's Clef. He's one of the best players in the world, man. I mean, I was really, really nervous, just not to let the emotions get in the way, but I had to execute the second half. That's all I had to do.
Congrats, Danny. Yeah, I want to talk about that second half. I mean, because you're going into halftime down 17-7 versus one of the best players in the world. It's a tough spot, but you got those 2 huge stops in the second half. Take me through it and talk about it and how you did it.
Well, I just remembered what some of my friends told me. Just play conservative, do not give up the big plays. I saw his abilities on Chad Johnson. I was really scared of Chad Johnson when he had a outside apprentice. So I just tried not to play man. My game plan was playing man, but I couldn't play man against him. So I just played coverage the whole game, hoping he would make a mistake.
Danny, I got to ask, it's your first MCS Live appearance. You take home another $5,000. You get to compete for a $150,000 top prize in January. Has it set in yet? Does it feel like it's real yet? Because this seems like an unreal situation for you.
Yeah, I came in as an underdog. Everybody thought I was going to lose, but I mean, I played the game, not the name. I just had a good mindset going in. Didn't let anything get in my way. I had a lot of people say I was going to lose, but I mean, I prepared really well.
Well, Danny, listen, you may have been an underdog going into this one, but people know your name now. They're going to be looking out for you in January. Not only are you going to be representing the Bucs, you're going to take home a pretty sweet prize. The Bucs put together this custom belt that you are going to get sent out to you.
Nice.
Black leather with the gold plates. Danny, you got to wear this belt with pride. You're the Bucs club champion.
Yeah, I will. I will. It's a pretty big accomplishment for myself. I'm really proud of myself. What I've got.
Well, you absolutely should be. You can tell that you put in the effort and the prep, and we will see you in January. I know there are a lot of people at home who are going to be rooting for you, so congratulations, man. We cannot wait to see where you will go in January. Today, here in the NFC South, it was the day of the underdog. Couple of upsets in I think a day that people thought would go chalk, but that was not it. That's not how it goes. Here in competitive Madden, we finish things off with Danny as your Tampa Bay Buccaneers club champion, taking down CleffTheGod.